Hi everyone. Hope you all are doing good. As well, able to live life. Um, I'm not gonna be yip yapping for too long. I really just came with the energy of wanting to get started. So this is what I'm gonna do. But if you clicked on this, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay to need something. I'm hearing it's okay to need something as much as you feel like you need it. I didn't want to shuffle the cards quite yet until all our energy came together. Thank you, Spirit. You can do. Does anybody remember when you were a kid and you didn't know how to do like the shuffling of the cards quite yet? So you just almost like you washing dominoes, but you would be washing cards. Cleansing could be very significant. Washing things could be very significant. Cleansing the home, cleansing the mind. Spirit is funny. I felt it. And I was like, let's not be basic here, Spirit. Let's be as real as possible. We all know what's happening in the world. We all know the root chakra is something that we all deal with. It's the most basic necessity of what do we need in life. We need security. We need financial stability. We need job stability. We need housing stability. We need health stability. Like we all know those things. We understand, especially in the world. We have a good sense. But with this, what chakra do I need to balance putting out the basic level of it? I don't even want to say surface level, the basic level, because it is the foundation of, okay, yes, I understand. This is what I need. But what do I need to work on? If possibly, if like you needed to work on the root chakra to get better at upholding it, to get better at strengthening it, but also just how do I get back in center and in balance with myself? And with this coming out in reverse, it just lets me know that this has been quite a bit of a struggle, quite a bit of a means of why is my voice significant? Why are my words supposed to hold authority, hold power? Who am I to speak? It's all these questionings on your voice, how powerful it is, how much meaning and worthiness is behind it. Will it actually be heard? Will it be listened to? Will it be acted upon? It's do my words carry weight? Do my words hold a significance that is changing for into my life? Are my words really that powerful? Everybody talks about the tongue is so powerful, right? The tongue is a weapon. You know, it's almost like I keep going back to school and like childhood, which is funny because I gave my friend a mascara today, and they said the mascara I gave them like brought them back a sense of nostalgia, and I was like, oh well, thank you. But it's funny because nostalgia is ruled by the moon energy, right? Cancer energy, but it keeps bringing me back to like how things were as a child almost. Maybe this childlike energy of because children just say whatever sometimes because they don't understand the filter of things, right? What is this filter? What is, oh, I'm not supposed to say that, or I'm not supposed to say that like that, or things that like they don't understand. They're just, as soon as they think it, they're okay with speaking it. Like, they're okay with even the consequences of it, the embarrassment of it, the not knowing of it. They just speak, right? And then that's when you have to teach them, like, okay, this is where you start to think before you speak. Like, truly take things in, look at the full situation as a whole. But as a child is just seeing one thing and they're going for it. They're asking the questions, they're saying the thing. That's why there's always that thing where, like, if you want a true opinion, ask a child. They'll tell you the truth, right? And it's just in a sense of, I feel like you should always be able to tell the truth, right? It should always be present. It should always be there. It should always be in the forefront. And it's like almost leaning into not what you say, but how you say it, right? And not even when you say it, because I feel like that's such a controversial thing, right? It's like, it reminds me of when those Palestine, my excuse me, protesters were interrupting the politicians' dinner, and they was like, "This is not the time and place. This is the perfect time and place, because if it is weighing on my heart so much, weighing on my mind so much, it is weighing on people's whole stability, their livelihood, their actual lives this much, but you're able to sit comfortably like it isn't weighing on you and enjoy your dinner and enjoy your meal. Here, let me impact you. So what that way, this weight that I'm carrying, it can actually go into people that it needs to be carrying it, that needs to be holding it, that needs to be making the changes. So I kind of, that when it needs to be said and did it, I feel like it's a means of so many things to be said. It's how you say it, right? It's almost like when people always compliment Southerners or when they're reading you, but it's done so beautifully you don't realize that you were read. Okay? It's just in that sense of, it's almost like still telling you the truth. Like, hey, this is what it is. But that's how it's kind of like, so it's like, this wasn't the time. This wasn't the place. This wasn't the moment. This wasn't the meeting. I can get a little, nitpicking on that myself of like, what do you mean? I feel like it wasn't the time. Like, we were doing this. Like, I didn't want to bring that situation up, or I didn't feel like it was the right moment to do that because of this and that. It's just like, if, especially when it's like, when you know that it's something that is, it's so funny because I'm still creating the deck. I love when it takes me a long time to process something, but I wrote something that like, can your morals be turned off or on? Right? Where you really truly stand on your morals? Do your morals change and shift depending on the people, the situation? Are they true foundations of how you're leading yourself, how you're being vocal about your life, how you're being present in your life and expressing that? Can that change? Can that shift? Right? Are you thinking something but then saying something else? Not just a simple, I say yes when I want to say no, I say no when I want to say yes, but something coming up and you not speaking about it. Even if it doesn't even have to be something big, and be, man, I wanted to go to the stand. It was open mic night and it was free for all. I should have just got up there. Even simple things of that sort. And it just leads back to those previous questions of, why am I speaking? Do I have the right to speak? Do my words hold weight? Do they hold authority to have action behind them? Is there going to be a change? Is there a shift? Is there a need for me to say anything at all? Is there a need for me to do anything? Like, my words, it's almost like I'm hearing my words and have power. When they do, they have so much power. That's why people burn books. Words have power, whether they're written or spoken. Words have so much significant power. Right? If we think about music and how many people get stuck in these horrible deals, it's because their music, their words have an influence, they have an impact, they have a power. It's shifting something. Like, yes, I was in my music bag yesterday, just getting it out, meditating, because you can meditate in more than one way as well. I love music meditation, I say. But you just listen to a song over and over. And I did that with so many songs, just listen to the song over and over and over. I don't know how many times. And I was like, I don't want to hear this song anymore. Listen to that song over and over and over and over and over. It was this thing of that, like, they have so much power when it was speaking to me. I didn't want to cut it off, even though it was saying the same thing. And that's why it's like, Read your contracts, another sense of words, a meaning over your life, right? Read those contracts. If you're moving into a new home, read that contract. If you're thinking about buying or renting a car, read that contract. Read it. Even if you glancing over it. And don't let nobody rush you out of your words, what you're speaking, what you're reading, of being vocal, of expressing that, and allowing that to be a significant point in your life of being, this is a center, this is rasping on my throat, is hurting my throat. Like, excuse me. And it's getting to the process, or with it being in reverse, you're questioning your own voice so much at this point, and you feel like it's not a good reliant or standpoint. Or you feel like, I don't want to, if I really spoke the truth, like, people wouldn't fuck with me, people wouldn't like me. It's like, so you want people to fuck with you because you lie? Because you hinder your voice? Because you encapsulate it in something that's supposed to be shown as profound kindness and, good to a societal moment? Where does that moment come in where it's truly led by your moral complexity as a human, as a person that is growing and learning, as a person that is recognizing that if we're having a conversation, I start speaking over me, I'm like, hey, I was saying something. And even if it's a corny joke, even if it's a story that gets a little long-winded, a lot of those people, if you around people, they'll be like, okay, it's kind of getting long-winded. Like, can you, versus them speaking over you, versus them just starting a different conversation. It leads to having this repercussion in your life of a dramatic change that is powerful for you. And the reason why I use the word repercussion is because sometimes we think of these words, repercussions, consequences, judgment, all these things, sometimes they weigh an impact on your life. Punishment. It's like sometimes you think of it in a way of being like, oh shit, like damn. And like almost sometimes the worst way, or in a way that isn't highlighting something that is significant, right? So if you're thinking about the word punishment, people are like, like I don't want to punish them, but when it's somebody that truly needs it, right? Somebody that's like, I'm glad they caught that motherfucker. I hope they punished them to the highest degree, right? Or when like a detective is asking like, somebody that they suspect is the possible like killer or involved in a crime, they're like, if we catch this person, like, what do you want them? How do you want them to be punished? It's because in the sense of how they answer it, depending on if they're involved or not, they will be like, I don't want no punishment. I'm going to see it as a bad thing. So I'm like, I mean, whatever the law says. Or they'll be like, I hope that, they go ahead and tie their arms and their legs up and then pull it up to a car and they are pulling it. Like, it's like, you like, oh shit. Like, okay, maybe they're not involved because why would they want that to happen to themselves? So the reason why I use such words like dramatic. See, I was like, you're dramatic with your emotions. Oh, wow, you're a dramatic ass person. Yes, I'm very dramatic. It's theatrical in this bitch. I want you to see that I am showing up and showing out for myself. The repercussions is dealing with me is blessings, it's truth, it's compassion, it's love, it's understanding, it's grace, it's honesty, it's openness, it's comfort, it's joy. It's a sense of stability. It's a sense of being yourself. Those are the repercussions of dealing with me. So it's in a sense of the reason why I'm using these words is because your words have meaning. Your words have power. Your words have significance. They have a growth in a situation where you have your voice. Your words. I remember what I was talking to, but I was like, you just gotta cut the nigga tongue out. I don't remember what we were talking about. We just talk about crazy shit. And it was like, well, they still got their hands. I was like, well, shit, I guess they hands. You gotta take their hands. It's like this. This was a weird conversation, but it's like, even if somebody tries to cut your tongue, right? And not literally, hopefully, just cut your tongue, cut your voice, cut your cords. There's still a way for you to get your message out, for you to be heard, for you to be seen. Because if you take somebody's hands, you can still work, write, draw, create, and do a whole lot. With that, people use their feet. People, you get the prosthetics now. People can use their actual, now I don't know the proper saying. Some stump is not, it's not a tree. You're not a tree. So I wouldn't, but I don't know the proper term. But being able to still use what is physically present in your moment. And your voice is very powerful. Your words. Poetry can be significant. Waking up in the morning and just feeling these words and compelled to write them. Right? And I'm hearing, if you're a person that uses their phone, like you're a person that's very attached to, like, the first thing that you check is your phone. The first thing that I want you to do is to text yourself a beautiful message for the day. If you're not a person that journals, but you like, I'm gonna be on my phone, and you're not a person, because once you send that text, it'll also send it straight back to you. As soon as you send it, it'll get sent. So it's like you're getting double the messages, double the love, double the like, okay, I thought about myself first. I spoke over myself first. People in the spiritual community sometimes like to immediately dive in. You got to meditate in the morning, lose your phone, this and that. It's like such a deep dive in. It's almost like for some people that are very like, it's being addicted to caffeine. And not even not even addicted, but just it's something that is in your homeostasis of what you do. So for you to like cut that off immediately, shift it, change your whole schedule, I don't want that to happen. I'm not one of those people who like change it. Do what works for you. If you're like, okay, I look at my phone, I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Start those things like, okay, I'm gonna just text myself. I know I check my messages or I check this, whatever it is. Even if you like, I immediately get on social media. You can make a post and hide it in your drafts and never post it, and it'll just be there. And then later on, you go back and look at your drafts of all the things that you've seen and thought of first. Work for what works for you, because that also allows you to be more comfortable in your voice. Comfortable in when you speak and when you don't speak. Right? And in a sense of, again, there's a time and a place, but like recognizing like, this is my moment, this is my time, and I'm acting on it. What does Tim say? When they call me, I find the voice within me. Nice. Because that is the truth. You're finding something within you that you work with and on every day. Right? Even when you're looking in the mirror, you first wake up and it's kind of like almost you're halfway up and just, hey, I'll fuck with you. If that's all that you say to yourself for the day, allow that to be, the starting, thank you, all these burps coming out, the starting seed of something that is changing. Because with the meaning of words, it means that it's really hurting you. It feels like it's hindering you. It feels like it's stopping you in a sense. And they don't want that. As soon as I spit the deck, 9-9, that is hilariously crazy. Material harvest and spiritual strength. Start speaking over your life. Start claiming these things over your life. Start allowing yourself to speak up over yourself. Like, I don't like that, actually. I don't care for that. I don't want that. That's not what I truly desire. That's not how I truly feel. That's not what I'm resonating with. I enjoy this. I love this. I need more of this feeling. That was fucking amazing. That tasted phenomenal. I can't wait to do this again. My life is excellent. That lesson was horrible. Well, shit, I'm glad it's over. Man, you know what? I'm almost through the storm. I'm taking care of it. This shit is hurting me like a bitch. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm staying strong. It's just continuously speaking. How are you speaking? How are you speaking? And people like to also say, speak about it, be about it. If you're speaking over your life in a certain type of way, I'm always in drama. Okay, then, bitch, go find yourself in some drama. Okay? Go find you. And like this always happens to me. Every time I come out, people just love to come up and just compliment me. People just like every time I'm out, no matter what. Be dramatic, be bold, be vocal over your life. Like every time people will be like, you should never say that. Like you should never say never. You should never say that this is how it's gonna be. You know, you should never say never. Ever. It's like, I'm gonna say never over a lot of things in my life. Okay? I'm gonna say never over a lot of things over my life. I'm never gonna be a liar. I'm never gonna be a condescending person. I'm never going to be intentionally abusive and hurtful. You can say never over a lot of fucking things over your life. I'm never going to be a person that doesn't take an accountability or action when somebody brings a problem or issue to me. You can speak nevers over your... Speaking over your life is allowing you to recognize exactly what is going on in your standpoint and being driven in that focus. It takes a lot to be vocal. It takes a lot to speak up, especially coming from somebody who heard probably some of you in the audience, child should be seen and not heard. Right? Or when you bring issues up and it's like, no, that didn't happen to you. No, that's not it. No, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, what the fuck? That can change and alter how you see and view and think about things later on in life. Like, did I actually see that? Like, I remember when I brought this up, and it's just I'm not questioning my voice. I'm not questioning what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. Shout out Nene Leaks. I said what the fuck I said. And what you saying, that that's why they say if you're gonna speak about it, be about it, and then do it. Intuition right at the bottom. Follow your intuition. Follow your gut. Follow your motive of, because this is the fifth chakra. This is after your heart. Is allowing that center of vulnerability from that heart space, that lively expression, no matter if it's embarrassment, which can only be in the eyes of the person that feels like they have the embarrassment in the first place. It can be seen in love and whatever it is, that being vocally expressive in that. Being uprooted of any shame or worry, and being grounded and rooted, and recognizing a lot of things. Because that is what is meant for you, to be vocal. My oldest brother used to say, God gave me mouth and I'm going to use it. And I used to say, yeah, God gave you a mouth and lips too to also shut it up. Like, and you also got 2 ears to listen. Like, you know, similar arguments. He's like, my God gave me a mouth and I'm going to use it. You can't silence me. You can't shut me up. A lot of 5s in your deck. A lot of change happening. Even with this Triumph card coming. This 7th house energy coming. This shift of how you view and act and speak for self, about harmonious relationships in your life within yourself. But you do got a mouth to use. Hands. And with this book, like I said, writing poetry can be significant. We mentioned music can be significant for you. Just allowing yourself to recognize that there is more than one way and one mode of being vocal, of expressing myself. The spirit is funny. I mean, her fuck me like you miss me is hilarious. Hilarious. Like, y'all is hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. However you need to speak, yeah, there go that 7 energy again, releasing this fear, releasing this worry, releasing this doubt of how will this be perceived? How will this be taken in? How am I going to be perceived and taken in? Will I be understood? And you have to understand that if you feel like you're not understood when you say something, allow the other person to say that. That also comes with the throat. As recognizing, okay, I said this, they may look confused. I would always say, I was like, do you Did you understand what I'm saying? That's why I was sometimes like, do you get what I mean? A lot of people really does it. You get what I'm saying? You get what I mean? So that way, if you don't, like, I'm even like here, I'm like everybody. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I mean? But even if you ask, like, do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I mean? Whether they got the expression on the face or not, and whether they say yes or no, then it's like okay. But further explaining can also show. I'm hearing a weakened throat chakra. I feel like you have to over explain what you said, why you said it. If somebody doesn't understand you, or they didn't allow them to be like, wait, what did you mean? Is that what you meant? Oh, okay, no. Okay. Okay, all right. Allow them because the way that they're thinking, I always say, especially being a reader, you have to really be able to get your thoughts out. I always say, like, you are the person that sometimes you don't even understand your own brain. But when you want to get something out, you understand exactly what viewpoint you're coming from, why you want to say this, why you want to bring this up, why you want to create this, whatever it is. You want to build on this, you want to conquer this, whatever it is, whether that be having peace, love, joy, expression, work, stability, whatever it is, you understand exactly in your head. Like it's all laid out like this is what I want to say this. But now you have to explain that to someone else. Who, yeah, you can have a really good understanding conversations with them, but you have to get that still to them, to the outside. Like I'm understand I can look at these mentions and not explain it. Somebody else that can also be a possible reader, somebody that kind of knows a little bit can kind of read the cards. Like, okay, I can kind of read it from here. This is what it says. This is what's going on. But I understand exactly what it is for the reading that we're doing and being able to translate that. And with the throat chakra, you have to be able to translate your understanding to hope that somebody else can understand what you already understood, which is why you're bringing up, which is why you're being vocal, which is why you're expressing, which is why you're sharing it, which is why you're writing it down, which is why you're producing it, which is whatever it is, right? And you can be visually vocal too. That's what movies are. Movies were very groundbreaking in what they were able to provide in the viewpoint. I remember growing up, Kiki Palmer said it too. For the longest time, I also thought Angela Bassett was Tina Turner. That's how powerful movies can be from such a vocal standpoint. It can change the dynamic of what you see and think about things, right? And how you feel and the emotion that it invokes for you. And that movie spoke to me. Like it resonated with me. It is a way and a means of I need to get this out. I need this to be heard. I need this to be felt. I need this to be seen. So the reason why I'm saying is because if someone doesn't understand you or you really want to make sure that they do, just ask them, do you know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I mean? Or if they are asking those questions, just answer those questions as is. And if they need a further information, give them that. Because sometimes I can also have the issue where I answer a question and then I also answer another question that wasn't asked. All right, I answer a question that wasn't asked. Like, okay, but let's get back to my question. This is what I meant. So just taking that in and realizing they're going to need to understand from their viewpoint, from their perspective, from what they do and don't like, from their morals. And if they don't understand, then we can dive deeper into that. So taking that in, it's like this realization of, with all this 7 and 5 energy, this change is letting me know that you are truly going to start speaking and acting from a place of love. And it may sound a little bit crazy, but stay with me here. The reason why I'm saying this is because I feel like in some instances and cases, you'll be like, I'm not going to say that because it's not the right time. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to say that because, it's not that important. Speaking from places of love is realizing I'm going to say that regardless. I'm going to say that either way. Because those that understand me won't be offended by me. And not saying that you can't possibly offend people, but their first thought won't be offense. Their first thought won't be, oh, why do they think this about me? It's not going to be in a way of being like they won't like me. It's going to be in a way of curiosity about you, understanding you. And recognizing, okay, this is the way that they think. I understand this because of this. Okay. They already have a grounded, rooted foundation that you guys have built and cultivated together, and or will start to build and cultivate together. So with this, in a sense of being like, I remember and a few friends where I just was like, at a certain point, you weren't gonna be friends at one point. Like, and then you'd kind of be like, hey, at some point, and that's how I felt. This was like we were able to bring those conversations up to each other, and we never thought less of each other. We never thought sketchy of each other, side eyeing each other. It was like, this is how I felt. This is why I felt this way. This is where we were going. This is how it was happening. That is love. Being able to say, hey, if you keep doing this, this is how it's going to work out. This is what's going to happen. That is also love. Saying, I do and I don't want this. I do and I don't like this. I am building this. I don't care what you say. I am cultivating this. I do want my family, no matter what nobody says. I'm going to have it. I'm going to, whatever it is, you are speaking and acting in a way that is truly loving. And sometimes people feel like love is always giving. But if they was to just continuously just dump this bowl, it would flood the earth that they're trying to slowly pour into. And so you have to realize, what am I slowly pouring into? Because with this triumph card coming in, it's this understanding that you are being able to push yourself to a limit of progress, especially with this horse, this Sag energy. We are currently in the year of the Sag, which is Jupiter, expansion energy, growth energy, luck energy, learning, exploring, fire, that focus, that push. And with this coming in with the number 7, this harmonious energy, being very proud. So it's a sense of what you feel like you're doing to keep a relationship, to keep a job, to keep a home, to keep whatever it is, by hindering your voice, by hindering your message, by hindering your words, right? You should be seen and heard. And so should children. Children should definitely be seen and heard. That's how lots of situations happen. So be seen. Be ready to be seen. Be ready to be heard. And if you don't feel like you are seen or being heard, that's where you realize who's also holding this hand on the cup. Are they even holding the cup? Because where I'm going for this triumph is going to be very powerful for me. Very amazing. I'm going somewhere new. I'm going somewhere bold. And I feel like with this conflict in the feet also being with the blue energy, which is your mental energy. Like I said, it weighs in your head a lot. Why is my voice of importance? Why should my voice be heard? Where is this coming from? Beforehand today, Spirit just said start. I said it just start. I usually do extra things. I don't even have the rings on my fingers. They just said start. Because they said this message needs to get out. People are stifling their voice to the point of suffocation. And you feel like you're going through so much conflict in the feet. And if you see there's people on this side, I hope I'm showing it to you, baby. I really do. I really hope I'm showing it to you, love. It's like people are running past you and you're like trying to reach out and you're like, hey, help me. Like, help me. I'm tumbling down this stairwell. And it's in a sense of feeling like you're going through something that you can't come out of. But what you don't even recognize is that there's a light illuminating you. They're running towards your light, your energy, but the light is following you wherever you are going. What you need to be, what needs to be said needs to be spoken. What needs to be said needs to be spoken. Especially with this Hierophant card coming in. It needs to be spoken. The knowledge that you have, the wisdom that you have, no matter how old you are. And people think old sometimes also goes with just being very, very young. Sometimes when people feel like I'm very, very old, I'm outdated. You know, I don't know what's going on in the world exactly where wisdom comes from. Ain't nothing new under the sun but how it's done. You can learn from them and they can learn from you. There's always wisdom to be cultivated and gathered as long as people are willing to share it and speak about it. Think about how many stories and religions and spiritual practices have been passed down just by word of mouth. How many fables and folklores before they were written down were passed down? How many myths and urban legends that just got passed by word of mouth? It's because it's so powerful. And depending on where you heard it from, it can be a little bit of like a game of telephone. So a call can be significant for you getting a very big, powerful message. I'm just seeing crying all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. Poor babies. But I'm just seeing crying energy. And I think it's the decision to choose that sometimes can be a little bit of a weight. Again, it's like you're going against the crowd and you are. I was thinking of that song this morning when I woke up. Day to day, sometimes I push against, and I keep blocking out the sun. And that's how it feels. You feel like day after day, you feel like you pushing against something. But the sun has got your back. This light, this illumination, this growth, this determination to choose what you truly want. I'm hearing also indirect others with this card. Teach others. Give them information on what they should and shouldn't do. And sometimes you feel like you're going through something. It's like I ain't got no place or right to speak on. You do. You absolutely do. Because you're currently going through something. It's like you could tell people like, hey, this is how I got here. This is how I'm feeling why I am here. You know, but this is how you always have a means and a way of speaking. It's like to see them like people, struggling with but they going out to eat or they going to the movies and actually enjoying life. It's pretty much what they're saying. Like, yeah, yeah, I am. I am. Because no matter what I'm going through, I'm going to continuously move and choose a direction for my life that is enjoyable, no matter what. And then the major arcana, this is the Chariot card. Going into the unknown, stepping into this courageously, boldly, which is another, that fourth house energy, that Cancer energy, that change the energy, that cardinal energy, this emotional energy, this full moon coming in Leo on the 12th. It's going to be very, very significant power for you to tap into all this orange and yellow that's stepping into your solar plexus, even with this one pointing straight towards the light. Like, I'm going to choose to turn towards the sun. Oh, Ashe. To turn towards the sun, to turn towards a light that is prominent for me, a light that I don't have to go down and get it up, but it's still melting my hand, a light that's actually following me, something that's almost internal. So you're gonna try. Let's see a little bit more why they want you to tap into. I'm hearing look at those old books recently because I don't know if anybody, if you knew, he knew, or if you knew, you knew. But I had a podcast and I had Spirit told me to put them all in a draft. So I still got all of them. I shake because last time I deleted them going through a tough spot. Like I said, I've been through there. I've been through the depression. I've been through the suicidal thoughts and tendencies and almost getting there. Been through the cutting, been through the bulimia, been through, it's just a lot of shit. So I understand what it feels to be like. And you want me to speak over my life? You want me to speak to other people so confidently and courageously and believing in my own voice when I feel like this is what's happening or this is what's going on, or maybe it's not as powerful, or I have been told that I shouldn't be speaking, or I don't have much to say. And I just think about so many instances in my life where I've been asked to speak, and I always used to I love to write. I gotta get back into that, like writing stories. And all my English teachers, creative writing teachers, I would just pass it out to you that I focused. They'd be like, you should enter it here. They would give me little things like, enter it in this, enter it in this. You should do this, is great. You should make a book, da 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 da. Powerful. asked to speak so many times in public at certain things. You already know the moot court competition where I was speaking, I was vocal about that, thought I would win, did win in the end. So it's just like, it's a sense of feeling like, where's my voice leading me to? But when it's led by the gut, it's going to lead you to love. It's going to lead you to relationships and connections. It's like I said, even with these birds going also towards the light, it's like you're going to have people that are there with you, people that want to share their own wisdom, their own stories. I ain't even have to speak. Sometimes I go that blue again. It's almost like in a diagonal, and it's that downward. It's almost like it's going down the stairs. Ooh, going just down. You feel like you're going down. You feel like I could go this way, but I feel like it's going down. But as you can even see, with it over here, it's like wisdom, your knowledge, your faith, your understanding. And others' understanding is also what I mean. Others' understanding, which is also this fifth house energy, this Leo energy here coming in. Especially, like I said, this full moon is going to be very powerfully significant for you for this climax to reach its point. It's almost going to look like a harvest moon. It isn't going to be a harvest moon, but it's almost going to look and feel like that for you. It's going to be so illuminated. It's going to be like, shit. Goddamn. Goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. It's like, Mama told me you had a little man. Anyways, but it's like it's almost like you're descending down. And with this heartache and loss coming in, especially with it being over your mental, right? We would think of this as almost the Three of Swords energy. And it's almost like it looks like a heart, right? Like a corset belt, right? A little corset that you tie, but instead of it being tied around your back, it's like it's tied to the wings. And you tied it to your wings to hold you down, almost in the center of pain, in the center of hurt. And even with the knife around your neck, it's almost like you can cut yourself out of this situation, out of this hurt, out of this. I'm hearing like this shame, this doubt in your voice, and the way that you lead yourself and the way that you act out on things. Is like you can cut yourself out of this. You don't need to hold on to a stitched heart that's tethered to the ground. It's almost like you're covering half of your face as well. Like it's like you don't want to be seen in this moment. And that's why I also said embarrassment and shame is in those that behold it. So when people be like, I can do this, that was embarrassing. Like that could not be me. Like, other people like, I don't care. Like, that's not embarrassing to me. I'll do what I do. Like, I flip it. Like, I was even watching Poor Minds podcast with Janice, and she was like, when she had got ousted, she was like, nah, I just flipped that into a bag. Like, nah, I wouldn't like say like go do it because like I wouldn't. She just doesn't want to. She says she's just kind of over it. She's going into different things. Shouts out to her in comedy and stuff. But she said what could have been like embarrassing for other people or this and that. She's like, nah, like shit. No, let me go ahead and make a bag out of it. Like, let me go ahead and like it's already out here. My name, my voice, my words, like everything is already out here visually. Like, that's why I said embarrassment, this shame, whatever you feel like you're holding on to that is conflicting you, that is causing this mental defeat in your head that can sometimes feel like it's stifling your actions, your way to move forward, your means of support, being able to choose that true opportunity. Is like there is a sense of loyalty happening, a sense of shift and change in the, I wanted to say spiritual community. You could have a spiritual community. And the dog started barking. So did the kids. Oh my goodness. Everybody's out today. But it's in the sense of being, especially with this three, which is Gemini energy, this third house energy, this relationship energy, this community energy, 7-7, again, communal energy, relationship, partnership energy. And Leo is also ruled by the family as well, this significance of creating those devoted partnerships that are loyal, that are strong, that are very self confident. And then want you to start by speaking that over your life. Like I said, I don't want to disrupt this. We've always been like this. This could change this and that. You got to tell people about themselves. If you cannot tell somebody that is in your life that you willingly chose, I don't like the policies for this job. I don't like the way that this is happening. I don't like the way that this is working out. I need to shift. I need to change. I need to get paid more. I'm not working with the partnership or brand deal. I don't like the way that they uphold things. I've seen a few they post. I don't like the way that a few interactions that we had together just seemed off. I just can't. Yeah, it seems like a great deal. Would it be perfect for me? But that's the outside. I know truly what's going on inside. It's not going to work out. Telling things and people about themselves also allows you to speak powerfully over your life. So you could have went through a heartache or loss, or could be going through trying to understand if you're going to go through a heartache or loss. Yeah, authority. Some major disruption coming in. Speak over your life with authority, with truth. This is the jeez, we spoke of jeez, not the high priestess. The Emperor card in the Major Arcana deck. Disruption in the Major Arcana deck. Ooh, jeez Louise. I ain't seen this card in a minute. Bless my heart, bless my soul, but I'm okay with looking in the book, okay? Is the Tower card. This tower looks weird. This tower looks weird. And I feel like that's the energy for your tower moment, is it feels weird. And I feel like it's also with those words, with the consequences, repercussions. People feel like tower, how it's been presented in the forefront. I feel like at least the people that I surround myself with, also in the spiritual community, we've been doing this for about 11 years now, going on 12. In the spiritual community, because you can always learn and grow, it's this sense of being like, when it first started, it's like, oh no, the tower. But your tower moments are just change. I feel like every time a tower moment happens, it's crumbling things down. It's like it's a weak foundation that doesn't want you to try to build your life where it's beginning, where it's starting, where you're triumphing, where you're able to choose how you're going to navigate this triumph, this tower moment. I always see tower moments as a means for praise of finally shit is about to shake up. Shake it up. Where shit is finally about to shit. Where I'm finally getting the repercussions of me pouring into myself, pouring into my relationships, pouring into the unknown. Me going through so much heartache and pain and loss. And like I keep saying homostasis, so it could have been something where you decided to, I'm hearing even a simple change in your daily routine, that you realize that the fuck are they doing? Like created a loss of something. It could have been a loss in the way that you think, in your morals that could have changed, the people that you hang around, the things that you do, how you think and speak about things, how it gets pushed out. And it's this authority coming in. This powerful masculine energy, in a sense, or masculine presenting, of just being like, I am in full control of my life. And if anybody wants to be in this essence of my aura, of my eighth chakra being so profound, from all the work that I've done, from all the loss that I've considered, yes, all the loss that I have considered, they really want you to choose. I had this affirmation a few days ago. I got a whole affirmation journal. I'm almost at the end. Next page. Sometimes the best win is getting to choose what I'm willing to lose. Sometimes the best win is getting to choose what I'm willing to lose. And they want you to take this step into the unknown of what you're willing to take on, what you're willing to speak up about, be vocal about, write about, express about, publish, republish. let in all this heartache and loss of feeling like you're stifling your own wings. They want you to fly and be free. It's a decision that you will have to make. Let's see if we can get a little any more information on this decision that they will have to make. This time moment is coming in so that way you can choose. Am I going to choose from a sense of heartache and loss? I'm going to choose from a sense of recognizing I didn't know what was going to happen. And now that I do know, we got fertility coming in here. And it's right on top of this side. Like I said, this eighth house, excuse me, Scorpio death energy can be very significant. It does feel like an ending, a death, a moment of closure. But with this eighth chakra being so illuminated, like I said, it's very profound, the wisdom that you have, the experiences that you have, the knowledge that you have. And the more that you speak and act on it, the more powerful it can be. Like I was saying when I had my podcast, so many people like, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Like, this has helped me. This has made me understand. And I'm just literally, I use it as a journal to help me, to help balance right at the end, to heal me, to be like this. I'm just literally sharing my stories on how I was raised, how I grew up. I'm also, and I would just go in there also, I would do some reading sometimes. I would share my dreams. I would share little tangents. But that allowed me to bring in so many people that just wanted to hear me. No matter if it was just a tangent, I mean, talking about something deep as the effects of me being abused or any of that sort of, them be like, wow, that helped me in recognizing that. Yeah, prosperity is beginning. Like I said, it's slowly 1-1. It's beginning, especially with this fertility. You are going to get this sense to choose of how this heartache or loss that you have going through or will go through, this Tower card coming in, will it be conflict and defeat mentally? Or will you tap into that wisdom, that knowledge, that spiritual growth of that? They want you to just really focus. They're not even like trying to give me any information on what this means. They really just want you to focus on, that ninth house energy coming in again, right in the middle. The book is not filled. I always point this out. But even more so, we look in the background, there is a tower that is illuminating a light out of it. And sometimes you have to step away from the tower, I'm hearing, while it's being rebuilt. You have to be pushed out of a situation, removed. And even if we look here, they both have this kind of corset looking type of situation happen on their clothing. So maybe you can be really into fashion. You like my clothes, people may have seen this before. How many stores can you go to and get a plain white t-shirt? A nigga slap a logo on it and now it's $150,000. Do what makes you feel so expressive to yourself that when you see it, you know that that's my mark. That's my statement. Those are my words. It's this very grounded, serene, solid energy that you are stepping into, that you are pulling into. Very magnetized. Let me rip cards out of this thing before I pull it out. Positive movement forward. I said, any more cards out of this deck before I pull it in. Positive movement forward. They even made me put this right on top of solitude because they don't really want you to focus on this background. You're going to have a triumph. You're going to have a win. You're moving forward with this positive momentum. And it's in a sense of because of what you have planted. You're very fertile. I've been very fertile with your ideas, your cultivations. Now you have to speak to it, allow it in, act on it. It's very significant that you start writing. It's very significant that you start reading. It's very significant that you start learning. I'm here to just learn what the fuck you need to learn. If you don't know, look it up. Ask. Because that is also how connections begin. Foundations begin for a true sense of a breather moment. to truly, 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 and utterly rely on your voice. Let's go ahead and read the chakra meaning, of course. The color is light blue. The sound is hum, or H-A-M. Element is sound. The gland is the thyroid. Keywords are I speak. This chakra, of course, located in the throat area. Communication, sound, creativity, and the ability of clear audience, which is inner hearing, are associated with it. Many artists, speakers, writers, singers, and individuals involved in the creative arts will often have active throat chakras. To balance and stimulate this energy center, try humming, chanting, or singing out loud. It's a great tonic. Most important, if you have something to say, please speak up. When this area is fully activated, don't be surprised if you suddenly become creatively inspired. Like I said, if you make music, if you're a writer, poetry, if you want to create art and fashion, you have to be able to speak up and be vocal. Nobody's going to see all your art that's at the bottom of the basement. And even if you think about people that would see like Van Gogh's art and he was like, okay, that's alright. But now that as soon as he died, this is the most beautiful thing. His art spoke for him even after death. Even though it should have used, But it's those certain things that even when you pass, like that with that fertility, it's like a legacy that you are cultivating with that, with your words. I remember I said in one of my podcasts, I said, it gives me a great pleasure of knowing that even when I'm gone, people will still be able to hear my voice or see me by what I've left, or even my words with all the books that I have, and be able to truly, truly take that in. Let's do some love here. So we got a lot relationships and partnerships coming in for you. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with that. This one don't balance as much with the cards. I had this deck for quite some time, my little card babies. Falling in love. Mm-hmm. Falling in love. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like you guys are falling in love with your voice again. With how you carry yourself, how you handle yourself, how you speak up and about into yourself. And also about how you will and won't allow people to speak about you. I mean, I don't need anybody to speak for me, thank you. I don't need anybody to pray over me, thank you. You know what I mean? So it's just in a sense of being like, wow. I truly am activating something inside of myself that I can proudly step out on. It does hold great authority. My name does hold weight. And it is very meaningful. Ooh. This Earth card kept staring at me. I don't know if it was staring at y'all. Earth and Jupiter. I feel like this is upright for you. Yes, this Earth energy, this nurturing energy, this fertile energy, the love begins energy, the planting something in your mind, this foundation, even the tower moment gives Earth energy to me too. Or just this crumbling of what once was, with the mountains in the back of the solitude, of being able to develop something that is so beautiful. And with this fall leaf in the back, fall leaf, autumn leaf in the back, it's given that it's happening very, very soon. And it sounds crazy, it's like we're out of fall. That's how I know it's happening soon. It's like something that you have planted then is shifting and expansion now with this Jupiter energy, with this change energy, with this growth energy. I was just hearing something that you did in the fall is coming up now. And that's also where it kind of feels like some sense of heartache, some sense of possible loss. Because it is something. It feels like I've been leading myself here and I'm not getting what I'm expecting, or things are changing. Sometimes when things are changing, it's like, damn, I'm trying to keep up. And sometimes it's not a sense of keeping up. We got dirt, date, date, flirt, play, just for fun. So just going out and having a good time. And I feel like some people always think dating is only for romantic relationships. This is for your friends too. I used to have a friend day every other Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, me and my friend, we would go get some food. We would go and we just talk. We'd have a conversation, just catch up. And we live together. So it's just kind of like, but we still make sure that we stay dedicated to that every other Wednesday. We would go, get some food, talk, chat, and then we would go ahead, possibly go home, which we obviously live together, go to the movies. We would probably even run some errands. Like, you want to? Yeah, shit, why not? It was just allowing ourselves to stay fun and have the development in those relationships. And you can also date with your community. Don't just be like, oh, we're all in the same community because we do tarot. We're all in the same community because we dance. We're all in the same community because we cook. We're all in the same community because we're gay. We're all in the same community. Baby, get to know them people, get to understand them people, because it also allows you, because sometimes you could be in a setting, it's like, okay, like these should be my people, but I don't feel comfortable enough to speak up. I don't feel comfortable enough to do this or fully express myself or to be open. And that's what I truly want. That's what I truly desire. Mm. We got friends to lovers. Some of you could be dating for that friends to lover, so expanding, especially to being right on that Jupiter, feels like expanding your mind of what a possibility can be. For some of you, I'm hearing it start with being friends first versus immediately looking for a relationship. Start with being their friend, getting to know them in that sense, and not saying that you're not looking for romantic love, but I'm hearing in a way of look for romantic love with your friend. It sounds crazy, but I'm hearing it's because of right now the weight that you hold for the friends and lovers. So treat them like a friend. And if you feel like I'm treating this person still with love and honesty in this treatment, they can also be my lover. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. I ain't gonna say I don't know because it's what the fuck I'm hearing. So whoever needs to hear it heard it. But yeah, or it could just be somebody that you have been friends with for a while. But yeah, just allow this to blossom into something if that's what you truly want. It doesn't have to be like, yeah, I'm a friend, I'm new in it. But yeah, Piscean energy coming right out the back. Allowing that to happen for you. Air energy, communication, relationships diving in. I just now peeped this in the back. I don't know if y'all can tell. I'm so sorry, but I was seeing faces and clouds, but it feels like it's a face in the back, right? And it almost feels like this wolf energy over here. I'm telling you, I can see shit. In the clouds. It's almost like looking in a cloud. I wonder if they did this shit on purpose, but it's almost like looking at a cloud. So cloud meditation can also be very significant for you. Like meditation is also very significant. Because I mentioned that at the beginning as well with dancing meditation, depending on how you are shifting and changing your life. But with these people in the wolf energy in the back, is letting me know that it's an expansion and a growth in not only your relationships romantically or platonically, but also with your family. I'm hearing you're allowing your family to do what they need to do and allowing whatever is truly nurtured, truly evenly exchanged and prospered on is very strong. Right? I'm hearing it's an updraft. It's an updraft. Close the window. I don't know why. It's an updraft. Close the window. We don't want that in here. It's like you don't want certain air in there. You want to keep it as free flowing as possible. Okay. Anything else for this collective in regards to the partnerships coming into them? I feel like this is going to be something where you are able to truly just really not only just be expressive, but I'm hearing be weird and grow in your weirdness. Be happy, but also a place where you feel very supported. right? And with this Mars energy coming in, which is about that focus, that determination, that passion, that drive, that energy, is gonna, I'm hearing like these people push you. These people check in not only just in your mental and your physical and find out, but they check in on what they know that you love and that you enjoy. They push you like, have you done this yet? Like you said, just it's like this drive. Like I said, you guys are okay with having these conversations with people. Like, I want to be able to speak to, like, I just can't say that to them, because if I say that, like, they're gonna take it the wrong way. They're gonna be offended. It is like I said, your first thought is never, I'm not gonna be offended by what you said. I'm not gonna take what you said as a means of a degradation to me, as an insult to me, as a competition to me, as a belittlement to me, because that's not the energy and love that I give, and that's not what I'm receiving in a relationship. This is not what the relationship was built off of. So with this and me saying that, it's going to be in a sense of being like, whatever is brought to you, or you bring it to them, whether it be your job, your career. I'm changing my career. I hope you're okay with that. That's a lot of cards. I can hear it. There's a lot of cards. I can hear it. I'm hearing it like you're following your heart now. And that is, with following your heart, sometimes, like I said, it's that before you get to that fifth chakra, it's that opening space, that vulnerability, that true, like, Libran energy, right? That true, like, okay, I'm going to this harmony relationship, this balance in my life. But also it's very strong Aquarian energy of thinking differently, of thinking outside the box, while still allowing you to be there and present for others. So with this friends to lovers, I feel like it's not even in a sense of even going full romantic. I feel like it's going like, my platonic relationships can also be my soulmate, can also be a foundation where I'm able to grow and laugh and feel pleasure. Because, like I said, it's those words again. Pleasure is a meaning of being aroused in a way that feels comforting, feels joyful, feels this bliss, this happiness. So it's in the sense of your community is there. And if you're already in a relationship, it's going to expand on that too, what you're able to develop and express. We gotta let go of control. Right next to the Mars and Prince Lover. So yeah, this may be just really let go of control, may be very unexpected. And the fact that his face is right under the water, right? Not right under the water, his ears are right under the water. And the throat chakra is also about that clear audience where there's that inner hearing. And when, I don't know if anybody's ever done this, it feels so fucking amazing. And it just, you're hearing the water just go through, in and out. And you just feel very calm and relaxed. And like everything is done. Everything is taken care of. There's nothing more I can do at this moment in time. I really just want you to, and I don't want you to get confused of not just being vocally expressive, but being actively expressive. That's why I keep saying do it. You have to start walking what you're talking. You got to start doing it. Doing it. Imagine I was like, whereas I just showed and I was like, let me do this, let me do this, and I got this. It's like, no, you just got to start doing it. Mercury right at the bottom of the deck. We're going to take that. You got to just start doing it. Neptune, there we go, that Aquarian energy. Like I said, just pulling into this communication, this partnership, this demand of being heard and being seen. And if I'm not being heard and being seen, I'm going to let go of control of trying to be heard and seen in this area, but I'm not going to stop speaking up. I'm not going to stop writing. I'm not going to stop creating. I'm not going to stop painting. I'm not going to stop dancing. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. Because that does lead to an openness of, bitch, if I waited on you, I'll be waiting for forever. If I waited on a yes from you, a no from you, and this from you, and that from, I'll be waiting on forever. When there are people that want to truly, truly be there, they show it in their body language. And with this card, like I said, they're showing in the action. They push you. They speak about you in rooms. They speak highly of you. And it's not in a sense of like, oh, but it's in a sense of the way that you speak about yourself. They know that you're going to be able to match that when they speak about you, when they talk about you, when they uphold you in this partnership, in this community space. Oh, I feel like they should be, in charge of this because they're really good at this. I feel like they should be able to handle this. I'll ask them, no worry. They'll most likely say yes because I know this is something that they want to do, but it's just like things of that sort. I feel like so and so should be on that project. The way they spoke about it, they're always working together. They even, created a word doc that we all use. They should be on that project. I don't think I should. I feel like there's somebody that's more deserving, and I feel like it's in the sense of when you start stepping up and speaking like, I am deserving of this, or I fucked up. And I feel like also with spirituality, it comes with recognizing you can say that you fucked up. I've done some shitty things. I've ghosted people in my learning process, being like, should I not? Sadly, I had. It's been a sense I haven't been as vulnerable and as open and expressive as I should have, and that led to me having bitter and resentment towards people. So it's in a sense of it is a learning process and it's a growth, and you are okay with saying that, being open, because it leads you nowhere to keep it in. This scorpion right on the back, this ending, this death. Yes, this unexpected blessing. This giving and receiving. I feel like it's almost like it wants to be everywhere. We're going to put it right here. This giving and receiving energy. Like I said, they're going to push you. They're going to be communicated with you. You're going to be very open with you. They're going to provide you with the gift of their essence because you are also a gift. Like I said, the way that you speak and act and be with and on that, people know it. People see it. They feel it. No, I can't do that because I want to do this and this is what I'm doing. No, that's okay. I'm hearing like, I'm not gonna do that with you anymore. I don't want to do that with you. Can we start doing this? I don't like the way that happens. You have to start being more vocal and then showing people that vocal. Express your needs. Need I say more? Need I say more? You really just have to start expressing your needs because you're going to have to give that and receive that for yourself. What you truly want, what you truly deserve, what you truly desire. So let go of the control of not necessarily expecting it from other people, but let go of the control of if I'm building it up in a way. This tower moment is happening. I'm getting the results that I want. I have to let go of the control. But I still have to be very vocal about what it is that I need, deserve, and desire. Because that is going to be the best thing for me in the long run. And I'm going to act on that. It's like I'm hearing like something happens. Somebody's like, oh, I didn't think you was going to be doing that no more because, you're not in that program no more. You're not in that setting no more. You ain't got to do. It's like, well, yeah, but I like it. I enjoy that. It's like, oh, remember I wasn't a Christian. It's like, why are you doing that? It's like when people get, it's just like, because I enjoy the fast and I enjoy listening to gospel music. It's music. I enjoy it. It resonates with me. God's got a blessing. The fuck? When my name on it, I fuck with that. So it's in the sense of realizing some people will be like, well, you ain't got to do that anymore because of this. It's like, this still allows me to be expressive of myself. Me around people that like to go, oh, you ain't even in school no more. We look at you over here still trying to teach us stuff. It's like, no, the sideways where we're joking. Let it go. I'm not around that. But allowing yourself to speak vocally, it's almost like that child, that dog in it just barks. But you do got to bite. So use that wisely. Use that profoundly because you are very powerful. Your words are very powerful. Words do hurt. Words do have meaning. Words do to encouragement. That's why when somebody's about to be president, they go through all these press runs and tours and talks, and you gotta hear them speak. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Let me read your rules. What's actually happening? Yeah. So read things thoroughly, go over things, allow yourself that knowledge. It is time to learn and be vocal about your learning and what you have learned. Okay. So until next time, take care.